Sure. Michael Fox. What's good, Mike?
What's good with you?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Ah, big weekend of boxing, but we're gonna start with my guy. You were supposed to be fighting this weekend. What happened? It was something I was definitely looking forward to.
Oh yeah, well I appreciate you saying that, but it was supposed to be so March 1st, Maryland Live Casino. We were supposed to have a fight. We had an opponent. The opponent backed out, and after that, I was just pulled from the card. So I think they just pulled me from the card and said we'll just focus on a later date. Um, that's the most. That's all I know about it.
Was there a particular reason why the opponent pulled out, or like an injury, sickness, something like that?
Um, they said that the opponent had to do a head scan or something that he didn't want to do, like a concussion protocol or something that I guess he just kind of refused to do. But they said he was he was thinking about hanging it up or whatever anyway. So I mean, it just go out and go. I'm not gonna fault him if you ain't in it no more. If you ain't got the will no more, you don't need to be in this. You can get hurt like
I dig it. I dig it. Nick, what's good? Top Op, what's good? Um, as far as you go, bro, that's kind of been the story of your career, right?
that.
Um, you think you're gonna have a fight, you think you're gonna have a date, and then the rug gets pulled out from under you. Um, what's next?
I'm not really sure what's next. I'll be in touch with Jetta Promotions. We'll see what we'll see what they come up with, and they haven't called me yet. They're gonna they're focused on Saturday right now, so I ain't gonna press them. It's a lot. It's a lot going on this Saturday, so can't even I don't expect to hear from them until after that's done.
I appreciate the $5 super chat from my boy Town Biz. What's good, Town? If anybody's watching, subscribe to Town Biz. Sport, great content, whether it's basketball, football, boxing, whatever. Shout out to my man Town Biz. Mike, you were the designated go-to sparring for anybody that's tall, right? So I'm guessing Hamza Shiraz is going to be on that list too.
I'm not sure yet because Hamza Shiraz he's conventional, but I mean he's 6'3". That's tall for a middleweight. That's tall for a few weight classes actually, but I'm actually an inch or two taller than him. So I
Yeah.
mean, could be, but like I said, he's conventional, so they may not want they might want to deal with the height and then get the opposite look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so all right, so it's just gonna be Fandora and like Diego Pacheco from here on out.
Yeah, I don't know. Super middleweight a little heavy for Mike Fox, man. I'm just saying, but definitely designated Fundora sparring partner uh just because I'm tall and most of the people that fight him, remember I'm a weight class under them still,
Yeah,
like under Fundora and everything like that. So you know, you're not probably gonna get better work and preparation for him than me as far as the height. Should I even wear glasses? So we all yeah they somebody a couple people already said y'all look like y'all could be related. I'm like I don't know,
no,
man.
but
Every dude with glasses don't look like me.
the reason why I said like, all right, so for Diego Pacheco is sometimes they guys want to get a look, but not really be in danger. And you being a couple weight classes down, they'll be able to take your shots a lot better than if they were to bring in fucking like Jesse Hart or somebody that's like 6'3".
Yeah. A guy like Jesse Hart will probably be looking to, fight a Pacheco if he get the opportunity, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to Jesse Hart. That's my guy from Philly.
All right, so when do you think you'll be back? You think springtime will be?
Um, Ideally springtime. I would like springtime or maybe summer or like early summer. I mean, but yeah. Like I said, the dates of Jetta Promotions. They like I said, they haven't put anything out yet past March 1st. They haven't talked about they haven't discussed anything past March 1st. So I mean that's a big card. I mean that's a they're going up against a big card. They got to make sure they ducks in a row and things like that.
Like,
I'm sure
especially
they'll
big
come up with
card
something.
with two guys from y'all area though.
Exactly. That's a lot of traffic going up north. You know what I'm saying? A lot of and not only that, you got Lamont Roach, Tank Davis. You have Jared Hurd, former world champion. You have
Yeah.
Gary Antoine Russell. You have Nasheed Smith, Scooter Davis, David Whitmire, or Dave
And
Whitmire. So
who's the
that's
kid
seven.
that the other kid from Andrew Counselor's gym? He fights at 68. He's like the bricklayer or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
you on that
Yeah,
too?
yeah. I heard he's on it too. So
Oh, I didn't know he got put on that joint. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Stephon Bricklayer House, man. Shout out to all those guys on that undercard, man. That's a big opportunity for them. I would suggest they do all the mixing and mingling they can, shake hands, kiss babies, and everything, man. And yeah, and above all, perform. I know they're going to perform. I actually sparred Dave Whitmire in preparation for his fight. We got 2 sessions in, man. So best of luck. Best of luck to all those guys. But definitely, man, I'm hoping that I know that the work Dave and I did together will bear fruit. So I'm especially excited to see him rumble too.
are you opposed to taking another 50-50? I know you've been in there with me, Machine, you've been in there with Lucas Santa Maria, you've been in there with some guys. So
Yeah.
if the right fight comes across, I know you wanted to get your tune-ups in. The right fight comes across, will you entertain it?
Absolutely, absolutely. The right fight comes across. Look, I didn't get in this business to just fight like there ain't no money down there, and I don't fold a duck paper. So um, if the opportunity comes up, I'm with it. I like that. I like one of those opportunities now better than coming up off of like the 2 year drought I had. You know what I'm saying? I done fought
Mm.
twice, got an 8 rounder in, got a 6 rounder in. So I'm ready to get back moving. My goal is to get back into the rankings and fight. I'll fight my way back to a mandatory. If I got to go fight 15 all the way down to number one, I will fight my way to a mandatory position and so I can get back to a world title. You know what I mean? But it's not too. I don't say no. I don't say no to fight at that my weight class. I don't say no to fights. You know what I mean? I mean, at this point now, I mean, I'll even entertain fights at 54 if I mean, if that's where the smoke is. If Bam's up there got some heart, you know what I'm saying? Because welterweight, it's a lot of waiting.
Oh, oh shit. Ismail, what up? P, what up? Warlock Boxing, what's good with you? Um, Speaking of the fights this weekend, I don't even want to look too far ahead. We had some good fights last weekend. 54 is one of those divisions. Started off, you had Vergil Ortiz, Madrimov. A lot of people was picking Madrimov.
They were.
Uh, for me, I wanted Vergil to win, but I thought Madrimov would edge him out, and it was the opposite. What was your thoughts on the fight?
That was probably the most competitive fight of the night, apart from probably Bivol and Beterbiev. But I mean, Vergil started kind of just when it seemed Vergil started kind of taking over in the middle rounds. Uh, Madrimov got another surge of energy. He started off great. Middle rounds was shaky, and then
Mm,
the late towards the later of the fight, he tried to dig deep. I think the biggest thing with the Madrimov fight is he was doing a lot of moving excessively a little too early, just in the sense like you boxing good and it's giving Vergil some issues because you knotting them up, you touching them up, but you're using like a lot of energy right now. Virgil's kind of slow walking you behind his jab. Um, and I think he used a lot of energy on the front end, and I think that was the difference in the fight. Just like the Beterbiev Bivol fight, I think in the first fight with them, um, Bivol used a lot of energy on the front end. This time it looked like he saved some for the back end. So that's what you know. That was both those fights was about who finished stronger.
some people are using the Madrimov fight as a measuring stick for Terrence Crawford, being that they feel like Vergil Ortiz did better than Terrence Crawford did. But you and I both know Styles make fights.
Yeah, Styles.
And
Look, Styles made fights, but also y'all saying he did better. I mean, not to be funny, but did you see Virgil's face? Did you see his
or
face? Like he walked through a lot to get that W. I mean, he threw more punches. He was busier, but I think we can't forget like he probably was in the airport with sunglasses on.
oh, he definitely had a hoodie and sunglasses on. Me,
Yeah,
I had it a draw because I gave like the first 3 rounds to Madrimov. It took
yeah,
Vergil
I
a
did.
while to get his timing. So I had it a draw, but I wouldn't be mad if you said that Vergil won because it was close.
Yeah, I lean towards Vergil. I feel like he did finish a little stronger. Madrimov did try like the last 4 rounds to try and steal it, but I lean towards Vergil. But let me just say, 117, 111 scorecard is atrocious,
Insane, yo.
insane for that fight. God, you should be the judges should be ashamed. That judge should be ashamed of scoring that fight like that. That was an atrocious score for that. So that was a very competitive fight. You know what I mean? 8-4, 7-5 type fight. That was not a 117, 111. Hell no.
It's been a lot of shitty ass scorecards. Lopsided Jones was like, yo, did you even watch the fight?
You know I know.
It's like, yeah, my bad shit.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
You've been victim of those. Where it's
Hell
like,
yeah.
yo, come on, man.
Yeah, that one was one of them, and then and then Hamza Sharif having a draw is crazy. Carlos Adames won that fight. He won that fight.
Clearly.
Like he just handled Hamza. Like it was
Clearly.
competitive in the beginning, but toward down the line, he was giving him all he wanted.
It actually surprised me because Carlos Adames is looked at as just a puncher. But he showed a lot of wrinkles to his game. Like the up and down movement, the level changes. He showed some shit in that fight.
Definitely. The only criticism I would have for him is like he did all the moves, slip, roll. He dodged like 3-4 punches, counter to the body, counter upstairs. Like the kid didn't like the shit you was giving him, but he would have left his he left his hands at home. But he would have left them Jones like locked away if had he been counted a little more. You know what I mean? I think that would have been I think that would have been undeniable. That would have been undeniable. When I still think it was an undeniable victory for Adames, but like, I mean, not to throw shade or whatever, but I mean, Hamza Sharif is a official ambassador of Riyadh season. Not like Turki Ashik put his arm on his shoulder like this is my guy. I like this guy. No, he's like inked. Like he's an ambassador for Riyadh season. And you see how Turkey was kind of acting. He was desperate. Hey man, you got 2 points. You need it. Da da da. Like he's, it's his house. He's looking at the scorecards and things like that, which he kind of shouldn't be doing. If you feel like he's down, you tell him to pick it up. But I mean, because you run the show, I mean,
That
everybody
was
let you do what you want.
like, let's keep it a bean. I don't like to get into like the politics, but you have to people have to understand. Just like you fighting Canelo or Floyd in Vegas now, if you fighting a guy that's tied in to that whole Riyadh season thing, it's the equivalent to that.
Yeah,
And
you
you're
gotta
gonna be
bang him out.
you're gonna be you're gonna be down on the cards. You gonna have to get a stoppage. Like that shows you that A side, B side shit works over there just like it works over here.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I feel like, and like I said, he's an official ambassador. Official ambassador. You got to go in there like you down 2 rounds already, and like, I'm not.
Facts.
I mean, and Hamza's he's a youngin. He's like, as far as boxing goes, he don't have a lot of experience. He's still a pup. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, so now you gotta show him what a big dog do, and you gotta beat him the fuck up.
Yeah. You have to make it so undeniable. Like, even though I thought it was a clear victory, I had it 8 rounds to 4. Like it was clear.
Yeah,
But
that's all right.
you gotta make that shit like 10-2.
Fuck yeah, 10-2. Yeah, you gotta have like the judges under fire. Like they're like, explain yourself, explain this motherfucking scorecard you turned in. Until that happens, we gonna get cards like this, just in the sense of I mean, you ain't got to show their face, but they got to give like some type of post fight
Yeah.
interview written up or some type of summary of what they saw. At least then the fighters will know what to look for. If I got this judge in my corner, oh, we not winning if we don't knock him out tonight, or my my style don't appease to him, so I got to do something a little different. You know what I mean? But these judges until they have to explain themselves and defend their scores, this is gonna keep happening.
I think open scoring might be the answer in the sense of, yo, every round and actually put the judge name. Don't just put judge number one. No, put their name.
Yeah.
And so we can see, like, you scored that round for who?
Yeah.
Like, when we have it fresh on our minds, like, yo, he got his ass beat that round. Like,
Right.
come on.
Right. Only thing about it, you got with all the betting and stuff is, and that all the sports betting and all that shit. I mean, it may not be like if they start putting names out and stuff. That's the one thing judges might be getting filed out of arena, or they gonna have to get escorted out of arenas. Like especially when if a dude drop a parlay off some bullshit scores.
Yo,
He gonna be looking like that nigga look like a Steve Weisfield. I'm gonna go get him. You know what I'm saying?
yo, but wouldn't that be incentive for you not to do some bullshit though? If you know there are ramifications and repercussions?
It
Because
could be.
let's be honest, like you're like these are people's lives and these are people's careers at stake. Like you are affecting people's livelihood with a
Yeah.
loss. Like you
I mean,
affect people's minimums with a loss. Like people are losing tens and hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars
yeah,
because of that. Like, come on.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna advocate for street justice, but I mean, if at least make some. If somebody's worried of something happening, you're right. They do their job a little better. I'm not gonna say this would need to be, but it just there's no until they have to, until judges have to, explain themselves. Like I said, this is gonna keep happening. I'm gonna leave it there.
Orlando, no, they didn't have an Eli, they didn't have an EI judge for this particular fight, but they had it, I think, the last card.
Now they said
I
they had him right, but it's just like it's not it's a beta like test. It was
oh,
like
they
a
had
beta
one for
test.
this one too? Because I know
Yeah,
they
it's a
had
beta
one for
test.
the
But I
last.
didn't like hear what the scores came up with. I gotta see where I can
Yeah,
find it.
yeah.
But
My,
AI can
my
be
bad,
tampered with
Orlando.
just like everything else can. Like you can't take
I
human
feel like
error
that's
out because
easier, actually. You can just put a
yeah,
program in who you want to win.
right, exactly. Close score, wide score. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that shit.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be everything is there's nothing that's gonna be without its flaws. But I mean, I don't think AI scoring it can be. It's easier to probably hack a system than to pay off judges if you feel like that's what's happening.
I think the people want who's sick. Well, I'm sorry, they want um McCauley and Parker. I'm fucking shocked, bro. But kid took it in 2 days' notice.
Yeah,
He literally got to the venue the like after the weigh-in, and he was visibly out of shape. Like it looked like
right.
he was on the couch. He was like 315 pounds, and he got clipped. What was your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
This is the thing I had actually tweeted out. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but Cody's flying in. He came. I knew he came. They said he came in at 310 or 315, right? So he came in at that weight. I went to BoxRec. I looked at his previous weigh-ins. The last weigh-in was 284. The weigh-in before that was 299. So he is out of shape. Out of shape. He's not in fighting shape. That means he hasn't been training the way he normally trains. You know what I'm saying? So then you got Joe Parker, who is very experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference between Joe Parker, and Jared Anderson is experience. Joe Parker is a former world champion. He's been in with Zhang and Joe Joyce, a bunch of big dudes that punch hard. So like, and the biggest thing of all, he's been training for weeks. So I was like, Joe, like everybody's picking Bucoli because he punched all hard. Like, dog, Parker can fight. I had picked Parker for the win. Like because Parker can fight. And lo and behold, I was right. I did not know he was going to knock him out. I did not know that.
Bro.
I'm not even going to sit here and
Like,
act like that. I did not know he was going to knock him out.
he looked like a person. All right, so just from being in the gym, and mind you, I've sparred, but I haven't had actual fights. It seems like there's like a preparation process to get hit. You go through all the sparring and it kind of builds up punch resistance. It's like every time I see a dude just come off the couch or a dude come off a layoff, his punch resistance looks different. He gets hit with shots and he kind of reacts like differently than what I'm used to him reacting.
Yeah.
And
No, so go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead. No,
Oh,
go
no,
ahead. Good. I want your
yeah, yeah.
perspective.
So yeah, no, I know what you're saying because like if you haven't sparred in a while, them punches just come in a little harder. Especially like if you got a guy that you spar that normally like he's just known to kind of be a hard puncher. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. If he's known to be a hard puncher, then it's just like these ones are hurting more. But then it might be a guy that's a little greener that's like, or not even greener, a guy that's a good boxer, like damn, his shit's stinging, especially today. But but that stuff is real. If you're not if you're not moving around, because even if it's like a green dude and you just working on your defense, you just touching them to the body, you gotta feel something. And that's the thing about boxing. It's crazy because you want to be able to you want to know you can take a punch, but you also don't want to take a bunch of punches. So it's a delicate balance. But when you come in after being away, like you haven't sparred in like a month, even if you're doing everything else, like everything's firing off pretty good, time is okay. But damn, if this motherfucker ain't stinging with his punches, that type of thing happens.
Okay, I've heard football players say that they like to get hit, like when the season first starts and they come back to practice, they like to get hit because they haven't been hitting so long that it's kind of shocking. So they want to get that first hit out of the way. So it's like, all right, I'm back. I'm back in the groove of things.
Yeah, no, you feel like, especially like like even like coming back after the layoff, my July 20th fight, they were in my mind like, yeah, it's the first time being hitting 8 ounces in a long time. Those type of things creep in your mind while you in the locker room. You learn to battle those thoughts back down. But like you get you land and you doing your thing, but when you get hit back, boom, like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm back. I'm home. That was my feeling. Like, oh yeah, nah, nothing I didn't feel, I've never felt before. And in that you find comfort in that. Even if you do get hit, like, it wasn't that I never felt before, and I know how to defend against it, so he won't hit me with it again.
He just didn't look like Martin McCoy. Like, I know it was a equilibrium shot, top of the head, but the way he was just flopping around, it was like, yeah, like you were relaxing.
Yeah.
And I know off of that Riyadh card, it was probably the most money you've made in your career.
Right.
You was probably enjoying yourself. Eating what you want to eat, not eating what you have to eat.
Yeah, and I mean, if you back at home, like in the motherland, they probably feeding you like, man, the hero is back. You know what I mean? And I mean,
Conquered hero.
he was getting ready for FA at Jogba, but that fight is still some months away. So
Yeah.
from what I heard, they were saying he was getting his visa stuff in order. So he probably wasn't training as hard as he probably in offices all damn day. Like, I signed this. Here's this. Here go my passport. You know what I'm saying? Then he tried to go to the gym for a little bit, maybe hit the bags, do his strength training or whatever he does. But he probably wasn't just. My guess is he wasn't training to his full capacity already. That's number one. Number two, he probably wasn't sparring. You know what I mean? Because if you're not in the gym the way you want to be, a good coach is like, well, Joe, you ain't been you ain't really been in the gym the way I would like you to be. I don't really want you moving with him yet. You know what I'm saying? Then this call comes up, and they say we'll give you $500,000. You're like, well, I ain't gotta make no weight. I'm gonna go ahead out there. So he was so late to the so much of a late addition to the car. He was fighting in Daniel Dubois' gloves.
What?
You didn't see that? Look. If you look at the gloves, right? Either glove, you see DDD, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. You ain't see that? I'm surprised.
No, I didn't even pay attention, bro. That's fucking insane, yo.
He was that late to the card.
Yo, and I still respect to him, even though he got knocked out. Respect to him. And I know that was a paper chase. I know what it was. It's like you've never really feel like you've gotten your just due or what you deserve, and somebody's offering you 5 to 6, 7 times like your highest purse. As a man, as a father, like, yo, you gotta take it. It's some situations where you like, yo, I got to.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, look, there is I think you and I can both agree there isn't a time in our life where we won't take an additional $600,000.
Bro.
So, you know what I mean? Like the thing is, like had they called for like a replacement for like a Vergil, like they needed me to fight at 154. I come out there. I come out there.
Mike, yo, Mike, come on. It's like, you, how much? Yeah, we
how much?
got that.
You
You live in a DMV too. That shit is expensive.
Hell
DC
yeah.
is expensive.
Hell yeah. Like I live in Maryland. I live in Prince George County, Maryland. But I haven't seen a like these days. They all I see them putting up new houses and everything. I don't see
bro.
nothing under 4. And I'm like, damn.
I know after that fight, you'd have been living like a Huxtable. I know that.
Yo, I don't know about a Huxtable, but I definitely would have put a down payment on a house. At least I'd have put a down payment on a house for sure. Went back over there with Turkey and them. Paid another, put another big chunk on the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, yeah, nah, we. If I get like that's the dude like same with the dude Padley. Like he done left his electrician job to train full time. Like those are success stories in boxing that people don't talk about because it's not you don't got the strap and everything like that. But still, Joe, if he can say when he's 50, if he can say when he's 60 that that what you get out of boxing, this house right here, that's me, that's me, that's paid
No,
for, that's me. That's a great career in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like all
listen,
these rappers that keep getting their teeth fixed. That wasn't a rap career wasted because some of you niggas grills is crazy.
yo, Soldier Boy, insane, yo.
Bro,
Soldier Boy looked like he was just fucking chewing on black licorice for a decade, yo.
dog, did you
Yeah.
see Young
Wow.
Thug? Joe, Young Thug
Nah.
looked like he took a bite out of a rock, bro. That shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, that I said that you didn't waste that career. If you did a one-hit wonder and got your teeth fixed, you ain't waste that career. No funny. Finesse 2 times, that nigga grill was crazy.
Yo, yeah. And make sure you go to the right country. Don't go to
Yeah, don't get the
the
big
country
teeth
where
fixed. Nah.
you yeah, them Jones wild. Phase, yeah, definitely, bro. When I have a panel, you can hop on. Joseph Torres, appreciate you. Shouts out to Enzo, Tev, brother, Orlando, my man EH. Yeah, salute to all y'all for hopping in, man. No bias, all boxing, my man Tone. Appreciate y'all. Adam Hurley. All right, so we got your man Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah,
He stopped Josh Padley. First, I want to say respect to Josh Padley. I seen dudes
for sure.
clowning because he's an electrician, and Shakur is fighting an electrician, and he went 9 rounds with an electrician. 99% of all fighters have regular jobs.
Yeah, I mean, people don't know that. But you know what? The thing is, when I was fighting like some years ago, back in like 2018, I was getting ready to fight Chop Chop. This dude came to the gym. He was a youngin. He said, "Man, what's your record?" I said, at that point, I'm 17-0." He said, "Oh man, so I mean, you got money?" I was like, "Not quite, not quite." You know what I'm saying? But like, it's like boxing is the most blue collar sport there is for real, for real. Electricians. My homie, he's actually a kickboxer. My man Gary Mack. We spar from time to time and help him get his hands right and everything. But shit, he got like a full not waste. No. It's like a plumbing type job or whatever. He got a family. He got a house. You know what I'm saying? But he working. He's working the whole day, going jumping in the sewer, jumping into this, climbing out of that, and then he comes to the gym. Like that's the type of stuff people go through. My man JYD, Ron Peterson, he has a regular
They
day job,
go
and
good.
he's
They go
boxing.
good.
Right, right. You know what I'm
They
saying?
go good.
A lot of people, a lot of fighters, like they don't fighters don't bust through until they
Yo.
bust through. So like when I fought my A straight, that was the one I finally bust through. Not
Mm.
not quite.
Yeah. Joe Smith, construction worker.
Hell yeah.
Paul Crawl, Olympian. Paul's an electrician. People don't even know. Paul's a licensed electrician.
Oh, I didn't
And
know that.
people saying like electricians get paid. Like I don't
Yeah,
know what
they
the
make
fuck
bread too. They make bread. Like, you go
they
to
make good
electrician
money.
that bread making electrician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shout out, but shout out to Padley for stepping in. Like the story is great. The story is great. He said, man, he said I was I was in somebody's ceiling or something, and then then I got the call, and I'm on my way. He on
Facts.
his way over there, and Turkey basically gave him an IOU. You saving his card. It don't even matter how you do this time. We got something for you in the back. So I know he got a nice check. This time he gonna fly back over there one of them times. And then, Joe, if that's what he does with his career, that's fine. But now we get to see, like we get to see, like he says he can dedicate himself fully to boxing training now. We gonna see what if imagine if he wins a belt. Imagine the story that would be. That's one of them that's a hellified story. Like, Joe, I just stayed down till I came up. Love those type of
Listen,
stories, especially in boxing.
salute to Turkey and Shakur for giving him that opportunity.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson's a hard fight with a fucking 20-week camp. He's a great fucking
Absolutely.
fighter. And
Absolutely.
that kid, you took it for the opportunity, but you took it for the bread. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
And he fought hard. He didn't lay down. Shakur looked good. People like is criticizing him. It was like, yo, bro, everybody like that's another man in there.
Right.
He's not that kid was not trying to lose. Shakur
No.
poked holes in him until he bled out.
Yeah.
Every fight isn't going to be you just running over somebody.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Shakur, people think like Shakur has knockouts, but he ain't. He's not like his last like really good knockout was another body shot type joint. Was this one with a body shot? He knocked out a dude during the pandemic with a body shot. He stopped Jamel Herring, but that was off of he ain't stopping with one punch. He swarmed him. He's not everybody can't punch like a New Way, Wilder, and Tank. If everybody could, I'd be 24-0 with 24 knockouts. But it ain't everybody doesn't get to do that. And you know what I'm saying? But Shakur, and mind you, he hurt his hand and still scored to stop it with a body shot. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say against the other elites in the 135 division, my man gotta get his hands in order, bro. Otherwise, like I don't see him winning I don't see him being able to keep Tank off of him with one hand. I don't Tank's not Padley. You feel what I'm saying? So and who we got? Who else is down there at 35? I can't. I be drawing blanks, but the other elites at 135, it's gonna be.
It's Lomachenko is Key. It's Shakur is Tank, and then you got your dudes that's like right there. Your Raymond Mortayas.
Yeah,
Guys like
he
that.
can't not going to keep Tank off you. He's not gonna. Him and Keyshawn may or may not fight. I don't know. Even Loma now, you're not. I don't. He's gonna be hard to deal with one hand. So I mean, Shakur, man, just get your mitts back in order, man, and just figure it out. Still a great talent, but I mean, when you're as good as he is, they got to have some type of curveball for you. And your curveball is your hands may not make it through an entire fight. That doesn't even level the playing field against a lot of people. A lot of people are still overmatched with a one-handed Shakur.
Yeah, it's just not the guys that we want to see him in the ring with. Brooklyn boy, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Yeah, De Los Santos. I think De Los Santos is hurt, but if I'm Tank and I saw him with his hand in the ice and then coming off the surgery, bro, I'm giving you a healthy contract, right? I'm gonna make it a situation where it's something that you can't turn down because if I think that first off, like Shakur was never really viewed as a puncher.
Yeah.
But I felt like Shakur's power is decent enough that whereas though it's going like you ain't just gonna walk in there. It's sharp, it's well timed, it's very accurate. But if I think that you can't make it through the fight in the course of the hand, like every fight, your hands getting injured.
Yeah.
I might be in a situation where I play just on defense for the first couple of rounds and then open up late.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, a fighter with a lot of IQ is going like come at Shakur, dip their head, top of the head is the hardest part of the head. Or he might go for a body shot. He gonna try to send his elbow dead into his knuckles. Like fighters with IQ and it's not dirty. Like it's where you aim they aim their shots. So if one of them Jones, you ever punch somebody in the elbow, you said you sparring for. If you ever hit somebody in the elbow, that shit feels horrible.
Yes,
That's how
I hate it. Hate
that's
punching
how I broke
elbows.
my hand. That's how I broke my wrist. I hit it on the top of the head. I put an angle on him. I threw the motherfucker as hard as I could. Bam! It felt like half a stick of dynamite went off in my hand. In my glove, I could feel the joint just ringing. I tried to throw it again, like I'm gonna just push through. Boom! I said, "No, I'm not." and I jabbed the rest of the way. I'm right hand the whole way. I'm like, yo, that's it. I walked out like carrying the joint, and as I got home, the joint just kept swelling. And I finally told like, "Yo, nah, we gotta tell them we got cancer. Though I can't go out there like this."
Right. The messenger. No, we're not saying Shakur didn't look good. He definitely looked good. We're saying
Shakur looked fantastic. I liked it too because he was busier. His hands were busier. Say what you want about Padley, but it's like he heard y'all. He's like, I'm gonna get a little more active. This is a chance to get active, and he did it. He got more active. He was touching cuz up. I like the way he looked.
We're just saying if his
I just didn't
hands
notice his hands.
constantly keep breaking, he's going to have a problem against those upper echelon guys, and that's
Right.
just the truth. You can't go into a fight with a tank, a Keyshawn Davis, a Vasyl Lomachenko, one handed. You just
No.
can't.
Yeah, you cannot. Those guys are too good for that. Those guys are too good for you to deal with them with one hand. And I mean, if you did, that'd be hella impressive. But I think those guys are the guys that are, if not as talented, closest to your talent, to the talent level. And so, good health is going to be the thing that gets you over the finish line first. You feel what I'm saying?
Nick, it could possibly. I don't want to speak that into existence, but fighters with bad hands, it definitely threatens your career. Like people didn't realize that. What's the dude name? Uh, the kid from Britain, really excited. Prince Nazim. He didn't retire because he lost the Pereira. He retired because he kept breaking his fucking hands.
Yeah,
Like
Joe
that was the
Calzaghe
reason.
was the same way.
So that's definitely a thing. It's like your hands is your tools.
Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
Calzaghe, shit. Even Floyd. Floyd had to find some gloves that he could make it through the fight through like fights with. They said that he would get the grants, but he'd get the like orthopedic grants or something like that. So instead of using horsehair, he would get Elvis to put the padding in there. Put the padding in there, and a guy like Shane Mosley said, he said, man, at one point in an interview, he said Floyd hits just as hard as Canelo, or at least 154 Canelo.
Yeah.
He said, man,
Yeah.
but he just takes his time because his hands are brittle. You know what I mean? Shit. I was talking to Brad, man, one time. He said, man, typically, them European fighters don't have that kind of trouble. He said it's something we doing over here that we got to do, that we got to fix, we got to do a better job of.
You saying they got denser bone, like they bone density is higher? Maybe it's
I don't
our
know if he
maybe
was
it's the diet.
maybe I don't know if that was exactly what he was saying, but like I mean, he was just saying like it's only the more times than not you hear about American fighters hurting their hands. You know what I'm saying? European fighters they might have a knee or something else give out, but never really their
That's a
hands,
good
which
point.
is pretty true.
Yeah, outside of Prince Nassim,
Yeah.
I never really heard of dudes having hand trouble. Um, all right, Mike. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of it.
Yes, sir.
Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, because I'm not gonna keep you on here too long.
Nah, it's all
What's
good.
your thoughts? Did they get the decision right?
Um, I'll say is I think in all and I thought they were going to give it to Beterbiev. Honestly, if me personally, I felt Beterbiev might have pulled it off this time, but I feel Bivol pulled it off last time. But the biggest difference I saw in Bivol's performance this time is he took his time a little more in the first half of the fight. He was working, he was winning rounds where he could, but he wasn't pretty much hightailing from Beterbiev when he got to punching. This time he saved some for the back end, so he finished a lot better this fight than he did the first fight. And I think I mean they say it ain't about how you start, it's how you finish. But he finished better. He looked more energetic. He was walking Beterbiev into some jab counters, some right hand counters, and that was a big thing. He was throwing that right hand with some conviction. A long right hand too. He walk him into it sometime, the hard jab, and then he just glide up out the way, and that helped a lot. Whereas Beterbiev, as much as destructive as he looks, he's still 40. He's still 40. So I think in the end of the fight, towards the end of the fight, he probably thinking, all right, just maybe he'll slow down soon. And it's like, nah, you're kind of running out of time.
Those good points. It reminded me of Marvin Hagler versus Ray Leonard. Like when Bivol let his hands go, it was fives and sixes and sevens. He made that shit look good, and he ran him off, and then Beterbiev kept letting him out of the back door.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that he was letting him out. I would say it's like, dude, you're not. He can't outmaneuver. Like, he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was letting him out. He was getting out of the back door, like you said. But Bivol traverses the ring a lot smoother than Beterbiev does. So now it's just that Bivol had. I think this time Bivol had more energy to do it. Maybe he'd be like when he was trying to slide the back door in the first fight or turn out on the other way on the first fight, he'd get caught on the way out. Like now you start because he's starting to slow down. He's starting to get tired. But Beterbiev cannot outmaneuver Bivol. I knew he couldn't. It's just a matter of can Bivol do it for 12 rounds, and that was the thing with this second fight. All the adjustments that could be made were on Dmitry to do. Like if you make him or not, and I feel like he made the jump because he, like I said, he paced it better. He just paced it a lot better the first time, but I think he was less anxious. Once you go 12 rounds with it, like now I know I can take his punches. So a couple times I'm block, get my legs a rest. He ain't getting nothing in. All right, now I'm gonna get back moving. You know what I mean? You pace it out because that's hard to do for 36 minutes. To punch for 36 minutes or to move for 36 minutes. I mean, we work, we train, we do our best to be in shape, but you know, if you ain't using your engine the right way, the engine gonna give out.
Do you want the third fight next, or do you want Benavidez to get Bivol and then do the third fight?
Honestly, I want Benavidez to get his chance. I really do. But I mean, Beterbiev gave him a rematch reluctantly, as he said. You kind of got to, if he wants it, you kind of got to give him his rematch. They were both champions; they're entitled to a rematch. But in all honesty, I want David to. I would want David to fight Bivol. I would want him to beat Bivol, and then he gets to say, "Canelo ducked me, and I beat the dude that beat him." I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying for years now. I said, man, David's trying to be respectful of Canelo, but he gotta be like Mr. T in Rocky 3, man. He gotta pull up at the statue and unveiling. Get out while you can. Don't get his mom no statue. Give him guts. You know what I'm saying? Going super crazy. That's my favorite villain of that whole series.
Hey, Mike, I really appreciate you hopping in on here. I ain't gonna hold you too long, bro. I can't wait to see you back in the ring. If anybody that don't know, this is the Professor Michael Fox. Arguably the greatest robbery of all time versus him versus Gabriel Mestre. Check that fight out. That's just a fucking travesty. But yeah, I want to see him against Rashidi, Blair Cobbs, Brian Norman Jr. Boots is getting Stanionis, so Mario Barrios, that's perfect. I love all those fights.
Mario, I tried to get Mario at 140. I tried to get Stanionis 3 times. They offered me the right, 147 scary house. They give me they give me the right, they give me the right money. I think me and Rashid should both walk away with a good amount of money. I ain't saying millions of dollars or whatever, but we should walk away with a good amount of money if only one of us can win. You know what I'm saying? That's Brian. I'd probably have to get back into the WBO rankings. Brian Norman. All in all, none of these guys are scary to me. I'm not gonna say no to. I'm not gonna say no to any big opportunities. I don't duck work. So there's no money in that. Follow me on Instagram at Professor Mike, and shout out to YSM Sports.
I like that next. Either Mike Fox versus Rashidi Ellis or Mike Fox for Blair versus Bear Cobbs. Title eliminator, man.
I give Blair a boxing lesson. We'll give Blair a boxing lesson.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Mike.
Appreciate you, bro.
Can't wait to see you back. Everybody in the chat, Scary Hours, The Messenger, Walter Vaz, EH, Landa, Nick, Tago, my guy. Yeah, man, appreciate y'all, man. Sham God. Who else we got? Brooklyn Boy.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all. Man.
Shout out to all y'all, man. I'm out of here. I'm about to go eat dinner.
Y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter or X. Instagram and X at Professor Mike with a Y, MYKE. Man, shout out to everybody that's supporting my guy. Shout out to Big Mill out of Philly. My guy, I gotta find out who your celebrity looking like is since apparently I look like Man Boy.
Man Boy.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
All right.